What up, tubers? It's me, your old pal Jackhammer Mike. Another lame video. That's not true. This video won't be lame. Show and tell. What do we have? I don't have much. I did get Mike and I these keychain ferrule rods. So they, I don't think I've scraped this one off yet. I don't know, there might be some other things I can't think of right now. So the purpose of this video is simply to answer some questions about Operation Safe Space. I keep getting basically the same questions over and over. And to be honest, I haven't made a video that fully explains it. There's been some videos that stuff was sort of intermingled in there, but nothing that's just specifically for Operation Safe Space in regards to the representatives and kind of their duties. So a lot of people have said, like, basically what would my responsibilities be. So first off, we currently have, I believe, 8 points of contact. I'll try and do this in my head, but I'm not going to get it right. I might. So far we have a representative for Houston, Texas, Buffalo, New York, Trenton, New Jersey, Phoenix, Arizona, Las Vegas, Nevada, Poughkeepsie, New York, Oakland/Augusta, Maine, and Jacksonville, Florida. So that's a total of 8 at this time. I know I have been contacted some of these places. I know Houston and Trenton, New Jersey have done some recruiting. They do have people in the group now. I don't have any specifics because these are your groups. Once the city has a point of contact, that's pretty much it for me. It's all up to that group from that point on what they do and how they prep, whether or not they're going to cache, have a bug out location, whether or not there's dues, like, you know, when you first join you got to bring X amount of cans of food or whatever. It's all completely up to each individual group how you run those groups. Some of the responsibilities of the point of contact for each city, again, it varies. It's up to you. You can make this as detailed as you want. You can run it like a tight ship, or you can sort of just half-ass it. It's really your call. I would recommend you take it seriously and try and make your group as productive and effective as possible. One question I get is, how do I recruit people? Again, that's entirely up to you. I would say start with friends and family. If you don't have anybody that close to you who doesn't think you're batshit crazy, then you're going to have to start looking outside of your known associates and family members. One way to do that is to use social media. Use your Facebook, use your Twitter, use YouTube. You can either link to one of my videos explaining kind of what it's all about, or one of the videos that shows the point of contacts, or you can make your own video with your contact information. You can print flyers, put them up at local, like, grocery stores or places where public flyers are posted and there's a lot of foot traffic. You can take out a Craigslist ad locally. There's any number of ways you can get the word out. That's kind of up to you. How do you vet people? That's another question I get. Again, you know, you can make a list of 5 to 10 questions that you have people answer who contact you that are interested. I would probably word the questions in a way where you try and kind of see where their head's at and whether or not they're serious about this or not. Probably meet in a public setting. Bottom line, you're probably going to have to go with your gut on meet somebody, and you're just going to know whether or not this is someone you believe, you can trust, they're like-minded, or if it's someone who you think is nuts. So again, that's up to you, how you do it. What else have we gotten? Just various questions about, like, basically how do I be a point of contact? Well, besides recruiting people, advertising in some way, some of the things other than recruiting people or vetting people that you might want to consider is communicating with, once you have a group together, create an email list or however you want to do it, but do regular updates. Let people know if a new member joins the group. Let people know if you want to get together and have some sort of a meeting, whether it be in a restaurant or outside somewhere or at somebody's house. Things you can talk about, like, again, caching, bug out location, a plan. Have a plan. Do we have a bug out location? If so, what's the threshold that once met, everybody should go to this location? Do you have somebody in your group that's a ham radio operator or has a ham radio? How are you going to communicate? How are you going to communicate when there's no power? And I wouldn't get these groups too big. I would keep them manageable. Basically just run your group the way I would say, do it democratically, discuss things with everybody, and come to a consensus as to how things will work best for your group. Like I said, it's going to be different because each group's going to have different individuals. Each group's going to be in a different geographical location. You're going to have different population densities to deal with. You're going to have different weather conditions to deal with. The main job of the point of contact is to get the word out locally, recruit people, vet those people, and then decide how you want to handle, communication and monthly meetings or, bug out location, caching. You may want to have one day every couple of months where you go to a range and you do some target shooting. If you're like us and you're able to go out and not have to deal with an actual range, you could do all kinds of tactical training and stuff. But that's entirely up to you. A lot of it's going to depend on your circumstances. So bottom line is, if you are interested in being a point of contact, then email me at thecontingencyplan@protonmail.com. Let me know. For those of you who are in an area that there is no contact, but you're not interested in being a contact, look at Marfoogle News and John X Army and contact them and see if they have a group in your area. There are some other groups or YouTube channels I've been told are also doing something similar. It seems like this is like suddenly a lot of people are concerned that something's coming and forming groups. I had somebody last night ask me about Seattle. They said, "Do you have a rep in Seattle?" I said, "No, but Marfoogle News is based outside of Seattle, so I guarantee you that Marfoogle has a group set up in the Seattle area." I do know that the email contact for Marfoogle News for prepper groups is marfooglereports@protonmail.com. So if you're in the Pacific Northwest, Idaho, Oregon, Washington area, right now we don't have anybody representing that part of the country no, I don't think so. So contact marfooglereports@protonmail.com and inquire as to whether or not there's a group in the Pacific Northwest, or if you're interested in being the representative for the city you live in, email me at thecontingencyplan@protonmail.com and we'll set you up as the point of contact. Again, I'm going to release videos. Basically I've been doing it every time I get 3 new cities, I'll make another video. Right now we got, since the last video, there's 2 and a few that are pretty close to becoming. So there's going to be a new update number 3 coming out soon. I'm probably going to, on each update video, I'm not just going to put the 3 new representatives' email addresses. It's going to include everybody. So it's going to be the first 3, the second 3, and the next 3. All 9 are going to be on the next update. I do not put first names. I'm just going to put the city and your email, your Proton Mail. It has to be Proton Mail. And if you use your name in your Proton Mail account, then that's what it's going to say. If you don't, like Slow Burn in Trenton, New Jersey, it'll just say, Slow Burn. I don't remember if it's Slow Burn 76 or it's Slow Burn 76 at Proton Mail. So I'm not going to use your name. When the people contact you at some point, if you want to tell them what your name is, that's great, but I'm not going to do that for you. I'm going to respect your anonymity, and if somebody contacts you and you're not getting a good feeling about them, you might not want to know your name. But so that's pretty much it for the Operation Safe Space. Just if you're interested in being a representative for your city and any cities in the immediate vicinity surrounding your town, email me and let me know. Don't write me and say, hey, is there a contact in Laredo, Texas? No, it's Houston, Texas is all we have right now in Texas, and you can look at the most recent update video that I post, and it'll tell you every single city. So if it's not on there, there isn't one. I do post individually on the YouTube, on the community section. I will say, hey, we just got a new representative for such and such city, and then that will eventually make it into the next video update. But if you don't see it on my YouTube channel, the answer is no, there isn't one currently for whatever city. So that being said, if you have any questions, email me, and I think that's it for now. I'm going to make another video right after this. It's a completely different subject. So take care, God bless, peace.
In the dark, I like to read.